Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in multiple places in the Quran, multiple areas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds the human being that, O son of man, take shaitan as your enemy. You know, for Allah, He can say something once and that's it, we understand. Yani it's in the Quran. If it made it to the Quran, we understand its importance. Take him as an enemy. He is a sworn enemy. Don't follow shaitan. Don't follow the whispers of shaitan. Allah goes to the extent saying, don't follow the footsteps of shaitan. Again and again, don't follow, watch out. Take him as an enemy. So probably thinking, that what's shaitan got to do with the month of Ramadan? Almost every sheikh has mentioned that, you know, come the month of Ramadan, shaitan is chained away. The reality is, my brothers, shaitan has worked for centuries on this ummah, and he has worked for centuries to destroy every goodness we have in this deen. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You know, alhamdulillah, I was quite fortunate that just a few weeks ago we were in Umrah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this possible for everyone. So we're there, we're in Umrah, and imagine, you know, you're in the Holy of the Holy. The Holy of the Holy, we're sitting in front of the Kaaba. Front of the Kaaba. And, you know, like there's this moment, you know, anyone that's been there knows what I'm talking about. He's sitting in front of this, it's just epic in every sense of the word. And then the adhan goes off. Imagine if the Kaaba, shaitan has not left alone. So then the adhan goes off, and then I see people stand up and they're pulling out their phones, and I can talk about the phone all day long. But I'm thinking, you know, it's a special moment, let it be. So they're pulling out their phones and they're standing in front of the Kaaba, and then as soon as the adhan goes off, instead of looking at the Kaaba or recording the Kaaba, they turn to their sides and they start recording this clock tower building. I just think, oh my heart, man. Even the Kaaba is not enough for the hearts of the believers. This clock tower, this monstrosity of a building. And tonight I'm not here to speak about halal and haram. I'm not speaking about halal and haram, but just for a moment, think deep with me. If I'm standing in front of the Kaaba, if I'm one of the very few fortunate people, look, there's almost 2 billion people, almost 2 billion Muslims on earth. Very few are selected and allowed to stand in front of the Kaaba. Yet even at that moment, while the adhan is being called, Muslims have turned and they're recording this clock tower, and you should see their eyes. Look, brother, look, it's glittering, it's turning green. I'm thinking, bro, you're standing in front of the Kaaba. Shaitan has worked endlessly. We go to Medina. Imagine Medina, Masjid al-Nabawi, the holy of the holy. The holy of the holy. You're in Medina. Imagine a place the Prophet chose to die in. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You walk into Masjid al-Nabawi, and look, alhamdulillah, I'm fortunate that I take, you know, young guys, youth, and you walk into the masjid. This is the masjid that changed the world. Masjid al-Nabawi is the masjid that changed the course of history for life. Yet we walk into the masjid and shaitan has left no stone unturned. You walk into the masjid, again, I'm not speaking about halal and haram, and we're in awe of the carpet, of the pillars, of the electric domes that open and close, and people pull out their phones and look, Sheikh, and our hearts are connected, not to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not to the land where Jibreel descended thousands of times to bring down Quran, to speak to the Prophet, to help. No. The hearts of the Muslims has gone where? Every time I go, someone asks me, brother, how many pillars do you think there's in Masjid al-Nabawi? So shaitan has left what? No stone unturned. And unfortunately, he's done the same with Ramadan. You might think, but brother, shaitan is chained up in the month of Ramadan. Let me tell you, my brothers, shaitan has been working 11 months. He actually needs the 4 weeks off. He's more than happy to take the month of Ramadan off. He's been winding you and up so long. You know, like there used to be a phase, the fidget spinner. You know the fidget spinner? The more you spin it, what happens to it? The more you spin it, then when you let it go, it runs for longer. Habibi, shaitan's been spinning you and I for 11 months of the year. So come Ramadan, him and his mates, they're kicking back saying, watch this guy go, bro. Boom. And you're gone for a 6. Gone for a 6. And wallah, it breaks my heart. It boggles the mind. How has shaitan been so successful in changing the Ramadan that the Salaf and the Prophet and the companions used to long for?